So this tariff threat has lots of Canadian businesses wondering how to promote their products, and some are leaning directly into the tariff message. We're joined now by a Canadian advertising veteran, Bobby Destounis, president and co-founder of Panoply Media. Bobby, thanks for joining us. You think this is an opportunity people shouldn't hold back because patriotism is running so high in the country right now?
Absolutely. I think this is an opportunity outside of, the classic context of either the Olympic Games or some sporting event to actually be proud and talk about being Canadian and then talking about our Canada-made stories. It's a huge opportunity.
One of the first brands to react here is Pizza Pizza. They came out with a so-called reverse tariff, offering 25% off all regularly priced pizzas in response to the U.S. threats. And they have a proudly Canadian badge on their website. I think we've got a brief clip. We'll play that if that's okay, Bobby, and then get your thoughts.
Tariffs are eating everyone's lunch. Hey, tariffs, eat this. Introducing the Pizza Pizza Reverse Tariff. Get 25% off regular priced pizzas. Import pizza, export hunger when you use code Reverse Tariff. Only at Pizza Pizza.
So a bit of a tongue-in-cheek there, but are they striking the right note, Bobby?
Absolutely. What's great about the Pizza Pizza promotion is that they're actually using lingo and wording that you hear on the news, you hear on a regular basis. The 25% tariff has been mentioned thousands of times, and they just jumped on the opportunity and applied it to a promotion and to their product. It's a very nice way to actually talk to the consumer, him to understand it, and for him to actually apply it. And it makes sense for him.
Moosehead Breweries, they've got a pretty far-out approach. It's going to be a case of Canadian lager with 1,461 cans, and apparently it symbolizes one beer for every day of Trump's term. And we're talking about a price of almost $3,500. I guess, I don't know how many people would be buying this, but it's visually arresting anyway, this gigantic case.
Absolutely. And what's clever about the Moosehead promotion is that it's built to get your attention, right? So yes, the company is dealing with a lot, exports, their production is really linked to the American market. But the fact that they actually put a number to the amount of, there's 4 years of this Trump thing, of this cycle, and it's not going away. And for them to position a promotion, first it's to grab attention, but then the second thing is to actually get that word of mouth, get consumers talking about it, and actually, even though it's a very hard economical context, actually talk about it with a little smile.
The Manitoba government, they've got in there, they've got a province-wide campaign, a dedicated buy local website and a 6-figure ad campaign saying keep the spending within Canada. And it is refreshing. I mean, I think we're hearing about brands that are made in Canada that we might not have known about before.
Well, this is key. And part of the opportunity is for brands to actually talk about their Canadian roots. And as consumers, we all purchase, repetitively some products, and we take it for granted. It's in our habits. We just purchase it. We put it in our cart. But the fact that there's actually, the Manitoba government is actually doing a nice gesture by helping the consumer and saying, these are local products. These are produced here. And they're actually helping and educating the consumers, as a lot of us have done. We're trying to find solutions and to be better consumers.
Flair Airlines, based in Edmonton, has an email promoting tariff flight deals, and they say nothing trumps this deal. The flights apply to Canada, Mexico, and the Caribbean, but not U.S. destinations. Again, pretty aggressive, saying, yep, we're not offering any deals on flights to the U.S.
Well, again, unfortunately, it is a war, right? It's a trade war. So taking a stance and actually, saying this is hurting our economy, it's hurting our consumers, we're going to make a bold stand. It's helping the brand build that bridge with their consumers and say, we are feeling what you are feeling, but we're actually doing something about it. And we're actually voicing and helping the entire economy. So this is great. It's a nice way to get the message across and position the brand. And we know that there's a lot of competition when it comes to air flights and flights. So this is a very nice way to get a bold position in the market.
Are you glad that you're not a tourism marketer in the US right now? They must be, I don't know about tearing their hair out, but they must be hurting. I mean, we have heard that Canadians are not traveling south of the border, and I think a lot of other people around the world are thinking, well, do I want to go there right now?
Definitely. There's two sides of it. The first is definitely less Canadians are going to cross the border, which means that it's actually going to help our local economy. So there's an uplift for us. And consumers are going to stay here and purchase local and discover, spend their holidays in the nation. But then there's the other opportunity where the American states, the American cities are actually going to have to promote and find ways to actually get Canadians to travel. So we might see some deals come out. We might see some benefits for Canadian tourists.
I got to admit that I'm wary because it seems to be capricious the way they detain people at the border. Some people with no reason for them to hold, apparently, are being taken off to detention centers.
Well, that's something, unfortunately, marketing can't fix.
No.
But it is it's actually feeding the narrative and what we're feeling and what we're living as Canadians. And again, if brands can get inspired by these stories and find those insights and find those creative angles to tell Canadian stories through their advertising, through their promotions, it's a very nice way to help.
Just finally, Mike Myers teaming up with the Liberal leader, Mark Carney, in an elbows up video. Mike Myers, of course, has made a lot of his money south of the border, but he's standing up as a proud Canadian here. Do you think, well, I guess we're going to see more Canadian showbiz figures jump aboard this?
Oh, and there's actually two videos. And what's great about the elbows up approach, despite it being in the political context, I think we could, as marketers, we can learn from it. The first is that you're actually using a successful Canadian brand within Mike Myers, which is established, and he has a following and he has a reputation in the market. And him stepping up and doing a first video, very cheeky, very funny, actually getting the point across, it's a great way to get attention. What I liked was the fact that they followed up with a second video, which is more of an interview, more of Mike Myers opening up and saying why he's proud of being Canadians. And it's the stories that are going to actually touch Canadians that are going to be the ones that are going to resonate the most. So we can definitely learn from this initiative, this Elbows Up initiative.
Bobby, thank you very much indeed. Bobby Destounis, President and co-founder of Panoply